Hello everyone, a very logical morning to you all. Welcome to quiz time. Date जल्दी से check कर लेंगे 29 March 2024. And let me tell you, we are almost done with the March month. Don't forget to follow it for the April month as well. Now let's start with today's GK quiz. First of all, you know the drill. 10 questions of GK plus 10 questions of vocabulary. So जल्दी से 10 मिनट में हम इस quiz को complete करेंगे. Let's start with question number 1. Number 1. Where is the headquarters of United Nations Population Fund UNFPA located? Is it A. Geneva? Is it B. Paris? Is it C. Vienna? Or is it D. New York? Correct answer देख लेते हैं. The UNFPA headquarters are located at New York. Moving on to the next question. UNFPA began operating in which year as the United Nations Fund for Population Activities? Was it the year 1965, year 1969, year 1973 or year 1988? Let's take a look at the correct answer. The correct answer is year 1969. The agency began operating in 1969 as the United Nations Fund for Population Activity. While its name was changed to United Nations Population Fund in 1987, the original acronym UNFP still remains. Alright, let's move to next question. Question number 3. What does total fertility rate TFR represent? Let's take a look at the options. Is it A, the number of children born per woman during her childbearing years? Is it B, the number of children born per couple within a given year? Is it C, the number of children born per 1,000 people in a population? Or is it D, the number of children born per family in a specific region? Let's see the correct answer. TFR represents the number of children born per woman during her childbearing years. Moving on to the next question. Number 4. Rabi crops are typically sown in which season? Summer, monsoon, winter or rainy? Correct answer is winter season. Rabi crops are harvested in spring season while they are sown in winter season. Next question, which of the following is not a Rabi crop? Is it wheat? Is it barley? Is it rice? Or is it mustard? चलो correct answer guess भी कर सकते हैं. Yes, it's option C, rice. Rice is a kharif crop. चलो next question देख लेते हैं guys. Number 6. Which Middle East country will participate in Miss Universe event for the first time? Okay, first time. Options are A, Saudi Arabia. Is it B, Qatar? Is it C, UAE or is it D, Syria? Let's take a look at the correct answer. The correct answer is A, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia officially joined Miss Universe pageant with Rumi Al-Thani as the Islamic country's first ever representative. Alright, moving on to the next question. It's number 7. Which article of the Constitution gives the power to governors to grant assent or withhold assent or reserve the bill for President's consideration? Is it A, Article 258? Is it B, Article 200? Is it C, Article 209? Or is it D, Article 254? Correct answer is Article 200, option B. Number 8. Just 2 more questions to go after this. Question number 8. The Border Roads Organization has achieved a milestone by establishing connectivity on the 298-kilometer Nimmupadam Darcha Road in Dash. Is it A, Jammu and Kashmir? Is it B, Arunachal Pradesh? Is it C, Sikkim? Or is it D, Ladakh? Let's check the correct answer. The correct answer is D, Ladakh. This road will become the third access to the strategically important regions, complementing the Manali Leh and Srinagar Leh routes. Alright, moving on to the next question. Number 9. Which country is the president of G20 grouping for the year 2024? Is it A, South Africa? Is it B, Italy? Is it C, Brazil? Or is it D, Indonesia? Let's see who knows this one. It's option C, Brazil. Last question for today's GK quiz. It's right here. Which agency is responsible for investigating the offenses of money laundering under the PMLA? Your options are, is it A, CBI? Is it B, Directorate of Enforcement? Is it C, NIA? Or is it D, Income Tax Department? Correct answer देख लेते हैं. Correct answer is B, Directorate of Enforcement. The Enforcement Directorate (ED) is responsible for investigating the offences of money laundering under the PMLA. Okay, GK quiz is done, and now it's time for the vocabulary quiz. Let's start with the question number 1 here. Number 1, the poverty in the region was so severe that families lived in dash conditions without access to basic necessities. Keyword है यहाँ पे poverty. The poverty in the region was so severe that families lived in such poverty conditions, abject poverty conditions. Abject word use किया है मैंने यहाँ पे. Options B says noble, C is esteemed and D is dignified. बहुत clearly context पढ़ के आप eliminate कर सकते हो. Noble positive context में जा रहा है. Esteem मतलब बहुत ही high position पे, बहुत ही best, अच्छा. And so is dignified. But the correct answer is A, abject. Moving on to the next question. Number 2, the river dashed through the countryside, creating picturesque bends and curves along its path. Options: slandered, B wandered, C wondered, or is it D meandered? तभी कुछ ना कुछ एक movement और कुछ बहुत ही vague option है. Let's take a look at the correct answer here. Correct answer is D, meandered. Now meandering is what? Moving into winding courses and paths. जो इधर उधर रास्ता जा रहा है. So river flows in a zigzag path also, in a very meandering, winding, बहुत curves और बहुत ही sharp turns हैं. उस तरीके से the river flows. Meandering is a way to indicate the motion, movement of the river. Wander मतलब इधर उधर भटकना, घूमना एक जगह से दूसरी जगह. Wonder, I think we all know what is wandering. Then we have slandered. Slander is again incorrect. Why? Because slandering is defaming one's reputation. Slandering one's image, defaming someone's image. Okay, moving on to the next one. Despite warnings and regulations, some individuals continue to dash safety measures, putting others at risk. Your options are A, abide, B, flout, C, comply, or is it D, adhere? बहुत easily options eliminate कर सकते हो. Despite word आ चुका है. जहाँ despite word आता है, context से opposite option जाएगा. Despite warnings and regulation, अगर आप किसी को warnings और regulation दोगे, आप expect क्या करोगे कि वो इनको follow करे. But despite तो मतलब उसने follow नहीं किया. Options A, abide, comply and adhere means to conform, to follow. Flout is to disregard, नहीं मानना. So correct answer is B, flout. Next question, number 4. The designer showcased a collection of exquisite dash at fashion show, drawing admiration for their craftsmanship. Let's take a look at the options. Is it A, regalia? Is it B, raiment? Is it C, lament? Or is it D, ensemble? सभी clothing से related terms हैं, fashion से related terms हैं. We are talking about designer showcased a dash at the fashion show. अब fashion show है तो we will be talking about clothes only. So first of all तो ये देख लेते हैं कौन से words हैं जो clothing से related हैं. Correct answer आ रहा है guys. Correct answer is raiment. Raiment here indicates clothing garments. Ensemble भी कैसे eliminate किया हमने? Ensemble means सब कुछ. Everything is included. Clothing. You have ensembled everything all together. Shoes, clothing, accessories and all of that. तो इसको हम eliminate करेंगे. Lament is not related to the fashion word because lament means शोक मनाना. To be extremely sad. Lamenting, grief. Okay, then we have option A, which is regalia. Regalia is associated with royalty. Symbols or dresses which are associated with royalty. Correct answer is raiment. Chalo, next question guys, number 5. The young athlete celebrated her dash victory in the national championships, surprising everyone with her exceptional performance. Options देख लेते हैं. Maven, maiden, raven और golden. सबसे पहले हम कौन सा एलिमिनेट करेंगे गाइस? ऑप्शन विच इज गोल्डन. ऑप्शन बी, मेडन इज करेक्ट. मेडन इंडिकेट्स द फर्स्ट ऑफ अचीवमेंट्स. कुछ भी पहली बार किसी ने कुछ अचीव किया हो. सो वी से मेडन. मेडन इज रेफरिंग टू अ पर्सन्स फर्स्ट ऑफ अचीवमेंट्स. रेवन इज अ बर्ड, बिग ब्लैक बर्ड, तो हम एलिमिनेट करेंगे. व्हाट अबाउट मेवन? मेवन मीन्स अ पर्सन हु इज एन एक्सपर्ट. एक्सपीरियंस्ड हो गया, स्किलफुल, हाईली एक्सपीरियंस, स्किलफुल, सो मेवन इनकरेक्ट हो जाए. ठीक है, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट यंग एथलीट सेलिब्रेटेड हर विक्ट्री. Okay, moving on to the next question. Number 6. The soccer team suffered a humiliating dash in yesterday's match, losing by a margin of 6 goals. Humiliating क्या होगा? वर्ड क्या डाल सकते हो यहाँ पे? डिफीट. बहुत ही इजी सा टर्म आ गया, डिफीट. अब हमको वर्ड ऐसा लेना है जो डिफीट, जिसका मीनिंग डिफीट हो. ऑप्शन ए राउट, बी विक्ट्री, सी कॉन्क्वेस्ट और इज डी ट्रायम्फ. बहुत इजीली एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो. ऑप्शन ए राउट इज करेक्ट बिकॉज अदर थ्री इंडिकेट विक्ट्री, जीत हासिल होना. Moving on to number 4, the negotiations between the two parties resulted in a dash agreement that satisfied both sides. Your options are A, bizarre, B, precarious, C, treacherous or is it D, menacing. Both parties को satisfy किया. Negotiations ऐसी हुई. It was a very strange thing to happen that the negotiations turned out to be in both of the parties' favor. So option B और C, precarious और treacherous मतलब dangerous, खतरे से भरा हुआ. Menacing indicates something bad, creating a menace. Bizarre means strange. Menacing again indicates something bad or dangerous is going to happen. Correct answer is bizarre. That means strange. Chalo, just 2 more to go. After this, number 8 is the politician's statement was dash and lacking in specifics, leaving many unclear about their intentions. कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, कुछ clarity नहीं थी. So we need to look for the options which indicates unclarity. Option A is vague, B is explicit, C is precise or is it D distinct. Explicit, precise, distinct मतलब clearly बताना, explicitly बताना, clear, concise. Vague on the other hand means unclear, vague details. Chalo, number 9. The old town had a charm that attracted artists, writers and dash seeking inspiration and adventure. Your options are A, rebound, B, residence, C, vagabonds or is it D, homebound. बहुत related से term लिखे हैं. Homebound मतलब one who tends to stay like bound at home, घर से बाहर जाने की या तो परमिशन नहीं है या जा नहीं सकते, homebound. Then we have rebound. Rebound indicates what? बहुत अलग अलग कॉन्टेक्स्ट में यूज किया जाता है ये टर्म. रिबाउंड एक बहुत इजी सा मीनिंग ये होता है रिकवर करना, टू बाउंस बैक, रिबाउंड. देन वी हैव रेसिडेंस. रेसिडेंस मींस जो वहां जनरली उसी जगह पे रहते हैं. रेसिडेंस एक सिटी के रेसिडेंस मतलब उस सिटी को बिलोंग करते हैं. कैंपस या एक कॉलोनी के रेसिडेंस जो वहीं बिलोंग करते हैं. करेक्ट आंसर हियर इज सी, वैगाबॉन्ड्स. Vagabonds are people who don't stay at one place, who travel to different destinations. यहाँ से वहाँ जाते हैं, wander करते हैं in search of different things and they don't have a permanent home or a job. So vagabonds. Last question for today's quiz. The use of certain dash terms in political discourse has sparked controversy and calls for more respectful language from public figures. Your options are A, pedestrian, B, pejorative, C, affirmative or is it D, passive. Correct answer देख लेते हैं. The correct answer is option B, pejorative. The use of certain dash terms spark controversy and calls for more मतलब जो language थी वो respectful नहीं थी, harsh या indecent language थी, vulgar language थी. So that's pejorative and that's correct answer. Affirmative, positive, pedestrian तो जो चलते हैं लोग रोड पे उनको बोलते हैं pedestrian. Those who walk are pedestrians. Then we have passive. That's also incorrect. Correct answer is pejorative. All right, this brings us to the end of the quiz. Stay tuned for more such quizzes and stay logical.